Hello everyone, I'm Faded Oasis. Thank you for tuning in my stream here on twitch.tv/Faded Oasis or watching the VOD on youtube.com/@Faded Oasis. Today is the beginning of September on Twitch, which is a terrible capitalist thing, and instead for me it is the beginning of September for charity on my stream. All this month I will be matching donations 150% to the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, which means if you donate $1, I donate $1.50. If you donate $10, I donate $15. Plus, at the end of the month, I'll be donating 10 cents for every follower I have on Twitch, 10 cents for every subscriber I have on YouTube. Those are the free things. If you want me to donate 20 cents, all you got to do is click those buttons. And I'm donating, what did I put it at? Probably $4. I forget the number. For my Twitch subscribers, including Prime subs. Plus, there was something else. Plus bits. I'm donating, I forget the number I put in for bits. I've got a whole formula worked out, which is showing on screen right above my head, all the way at the top. Currently this month, I'll be donating $31.40 at the end of the month. That's based on the follower count I have on YouTube and on Twitch, and my currently 3 subs on Twitch. If you want to donate money, I am just noticing I'm gonna have to look into that. I hope this phone isn't bulging. 1 second. Oh, wrong one. There we go. We're fine. I am gonna need to look into that though. I just looked up and I noticed the reflection on the phone is not perfect. Anyway, today we're doing Lego brick building. Make sure that everything is working here. Refresh here. Perfect. All right. So, I'm building Lego Rivendell still. Last time we finished the bridge over this river. We finished these 2 very tall trees in this section. Very tall, skinny trees, actually. And we're going to keep working, presumably now, on what goes here. So I'm going to open up bag number 20, separate out the pieces, and we'll get started. Hey Pug, how are you? All right. Got all our little pieces. All right, bag number 20. We start with, it looks like just a 3x3. I'm gonna put this bag away. I'm gonna adjust my microphone. There we go, that's better. Doing it all right. Slight change in meds. We'll see how it goes. Good luck. I hope it goes well. I wish I could offer advice, but you know, I'm not a doctor. So, looking for something cozy this evening? Fantastic. Well, I hope to be that. Need 2 black studs. I didn't watch any blueprints streams since last time, so I'm not gonna start loudly complaining about various chat rooms, so we're good. Alright, we need a whole lot of these 2x2s that are 2x1s that have side pips. I should move chat because it's behind the microphone arm, and that's not a great place for it. There we go. Alright, so we're making a pattern of these outside pips along the outside of this 3x3. Then we need 4 3x1s. Stack them together in 2s. And 1 tile, a 1x1 tile. The tile goes in the center. And then these go on the sides. Make sort of wings. Wait, that's it? Alright, we did it. Set that aside. Now we take a 6x1, add a 1x1 to the end. Done. I should zoom in on this camera and work up here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do... Whoa. Why is it missing? Expand that downward. There we go. Now I can work down here. Alright, then we need another 6x1 hanging off the edge by 1, and then 1x1 to finish it. So we've now made a 2 tall 2x7 or 1x7. On top of this, we need 2 cameras. There. A 1x3 and a 1x2. The cameras go with the pips facing the outside of the short wall. Like so. Then we get a 1x3 in the middle and 2 1x2s with holes in them. And then 2 1x2 plates that go on top of those. Oh, and then we need to do that whole thing again. So let's do that. We need 2 1x6s offset. And then fill in with 1x1s. Then a camera facing outward. A 1x3 and a 1x2. Where's the 1x2? So I've mentioned this on a few other streams, but starting next week, my schedule will be changing, my regular schedule. I will no longer be streaming on Wednesdays. Instead, I'm going to try Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, which is one more day than normal, but I'm hoping it works out. Alright, so now we take these and we attach them to the sides of our winged thing. Like so. So now we have like a large base platform, probably. Alright, now we set that aside. What the heck are we building here? Alright, build small stairs and then add a 2x2 to it. And then what the heck is this? It's a black 1x5 with a cross hole in the middle and rounded edges. That goes here. Absolutely. And then we do the same thing mirrored on the other side. So this goes here. This hangs out off of it. And then we put a 1x1 on top. There we go. Put two 1x3s on there. And then I need 2 radioactive barrels. Although they're not as clear as the book made it seem. And what are these? These things. Black 1x1s with little T-bars coming out of them. Very weird. These go facing outward. It's gonna make me make a second one of these, isn't it? Alright, then we need a gray camera, dark gray camera. Here we go. A 3x2 and a 1x1. Okay, so the 3x2 goes upside down, the camera faces inward. And the 1x1 goes on top, or I guess on bottom. I'm gonna do this to line everything up. Then this whole thing slides in here. Okay, so that will line up, but the 1x1 isn't actually connected to any part of the rest of it. And then we're adding a curved roof. So we need a 1x2. We need a 1x2 plate. And 2 of these 2x3 rounded ramps. The plate just goes on the 1x2. Sorry, the tile goes on the plate. There we go. And we have our nice rounded thing. We don't have to do this twice. Okay, so now we're making a weird hexagonal thing. The base for this gazebo is one of the most challenging geometric puzzles we faced while developing this model. Okay. So we need 3 of these T-junctions. these cross connectors and 2 white 90-degree cross connectors. It's got a straight through hole this way, but then a dead end hole that way. I don't know what to call these. I don't know what to call anything. Alright, so take one, and I add 2 black connectors to it. Now it looks like that. And I add 2 T's onto that. There we go. Then we add the hydrogen molecules on the end of the carbon chain. I don't know. This part is very reminiscent of in chemistry class making like long chains of molecules out of the building blocks. Realize that I'm off camera down here. Up here is where I want to be. And this goes in the bottom here. Okay. And this whole thing okay, these 3 pips go into these 3 slots. And that does perfectly line up the pluses with the circular holes. Almost. Okay, there's a little bit of give in this. Yeah, it lines them up. That's good. So now I'm probably building the other half of it. So we're doing the same lopsided thing. This, and then we get a black. Here it is. 5x1. Then the same thing on the other side. Same thing with the T pieces and the radioactive barrels. There we go. Oh no, wait, I've got to do the whole assembly here. We need camera facing inward and a 1x1 on the end of it. And then do this to make sure everything's nice and even. This whole thing slides into here. Ramp, plate, a tile, and another curved ramp. All right, talking about the music. This is the song you've been trying to find for weeks. It's Forest Temple by Joe Covi. If you want to find this specific version, it's on Game Chops. And I think you can stream it free from there, or you can buy it from them if you want to like use it for stuff. Take this, slide it into here. And if I take this, everything should line up perfectly in theory. Although why it wouldn't want me to... Why wouldn't it just want me to connect this stuff first and then connect this to it? This seems way easier. There we go. Oh, this is probably going to be the... This will be the bottom, maybe? I'm not sure. Heard it first here since then you've been hunting through hours of Zelda soundtracks for it. Yeah. Game Chops. Gamechops. What does that bit do we know? This thing, they mentioned that it's the base for the gazebo. That's all we know. Alright, so now we're adding complicated things onto it. Cool. So, single pip. A 1x1 with a hook. A 1x2 ramp tile. This 1x2 slipper thing. This 1x2 ramp. And down. Okay, so we take the 1x2 with 4 down pips. We add this ramp to it. To the wrong side. We add to this side. We add this to here. Then this hook facing down. No, we need the black pip first. Didn't illustrate that. It just assumed that we knew it wanted to be there. Then this hook. Then the ramp on top. Okay, so we've got a weird thing. And this weird thing goes... Okay, the hook is going to attach to the T-bar here. It goes like this. Then we do a similar thing on the other side, but with some green pieces and a brown ramp. I don't know. Start with this. And we need this green. And a ramp tile. I should have gotten the pieces out first. Actually, let me pause here and get the pieces out. So we need a black pip, 2 green double tall plates. We have the green 1x2. We need a gray ramp. Sorry, a brown ramp. I know my colors. We need a hook. And then we did the others. Okay, so now the other pip the black pip goes there with the hook facing down. And then the green double highs go here and here. And then the brown ramp goes here, like this. So now we have this. Very weird shape. But it has the same 2x1 here and the same hook in the same place. This is gonna go on this side. Like that. Which is using its usual... Huh. Weird. Good luck with that, Pug. See you when you return. Alright, we need 2 of these 2x1s. Brown camera, a brown tile. This time we're not building. I've assumed we were going to build the other sides of it too. Okay, so we put gray camera on gray 1x2. And then brown camera on front of that. And brown tile on front of that. And this whole thing, we flip this upside down. What? Wait. I put this whole thing on upside down. These 8 pips are supposed to be on this side, and this tile is supposed to be on this side. So I'm gonna stop here and undo step by step. Okay, that piece was correct. That piece was correct. That's good. I can just do that. Okay. And I can do the same here. Okay. Flip this around. Put this here. There we go. That's correct. So now, no, this is the right step. We want this to go here. This one to go on this side. And then we can turn this around. This thing goes here. And this goes here. There we go. Glad I caught that now. Although I wish I caught it when it first happened. Alright, so we start with a 3x2 brick. This 1x2 plate, and then 1x1s on the same side of the brick. And this 3x1 across those. And And this goes like this. There we go. Alright, now we take this curved ramp, put a 1x1 under it to make it a full piece. This goes here. This 1x2 ramp goes there. Yes. Then we do another 1x1 under a curved ramp. And a full curved ramp. No, we don't do another 1x1 under a curve. I saw what I wanted to see and not what was happening. This curve goes here. This curve goes here. This tile goes right on top. That's what we wanted. Alright. Then we swing this around. We're adding pieces here now. So, get all the separate pieces. Here. Hook. And the black 1x1. Alright. This is probably going to be very familiar. We're doing this one here. This one here. This is precisely exactly the same as before. Not even mirrored. And then this goes here. And it'll clip in. Yep. Perfect. Excuse me. Alright, gathering the pieces here. Brown ramp. Green 1x2. Two of the double high greens and a black pip. Alright, let's start with this. I'm gonna add this green one here now, just because I think it's easier to place this when I have another piece to ride it against. There we go, and this whole thing goes here. And we're gonna probably build out the same way up top that we did down bottom. Yep. Well, this time we're adding 2 extra 1x2s. And this goes here. Okay, so we've got a nice circular base here. With 4 holes with crosses for mounting pieces underneath. And then just circular holes through the gray cameras there. Alright, take 6 rods. Okay, so we don't even care that they're pluses. We just want the smaller holes for everything. It is interesting that they said one of the hardest puzzles was this gazebo that seems to be 6 sides, which would be hard for a building set that deals entirely in right angles. Alright, now we have 6 of these white double high pieces. There we go. And it looks like I have to angle them so they're at 60 degrees with each other. I'm going to do my best to eyeball it and not, because I don't have a triangle handy. Although I probably have one somewhere. I can line it up with the piece across from it, of course. I can just take this giant piece and just do this. Actually, let me take one that doesn't have a bunch of minifigures on it. There we go. And then we take a bunch of these pulleys. Even though the book shows them kind of floating above, it's just because of the small pip on the pieces, it seems. I'm just pushing them down all the way. Come on. There you go. There we go. Step 231 is open bag 21. Okay, so we've got spare pieces here. That's fine. Bag 21's a small bag. A lot of small pieces in it. A lot of Technic pieces in it. Okay. So we're doing something 6 times here. We've got this 1x4 with a hook facing, or a... I guess, yeah, this is properly a hook facing downward. I'm gonna get 6 of them. And we have this ring that has a circle in it. And we're putting it this way on the hook. Okay. There we go. 8 little rings. Hey, Pug, thanks for that donation. I appreciate it. Let's see here. I'm going to turn off... I realize that this has my charity spreadsheet in it as well. Okay, turn that back on. There we go. And I can change this. Nope. There we go. Thank you so much for that donation. At the end of the month, September 30th, I'll be counting up all the actual numbers of followers, subscribers, donations, all that stuff, and making a one lump donation. You just sign on the Steam Deck to get that to go through? Wow. That's weird. That's a Lego. Hey, Destiny. How are you? Yeah, we just built, earlier this stream, this giant circle with 6 pegs in it. That's it. That's all we've done so far. We need so many of these 1x1s with claws on them. I think that's enough. Yeah, it's enough. No guess a game, haven't bought a game in a week. Congratulations. How often is Fossabot saying that? Every 20 minutes? That seems right. That's just deciding what the next game to play should be. I have trouble with that a lot. Pug bought a game. Wonder if there's any chance that we'll guess it. Well, we know that Destiny buys mostly like retro games that are on deep discount, like used games and whatnot. I have no idea what games you would buy, Pug. So I'm gonna guess that new Sonic racing game that came out, or that, I guess it's not out yet. It's added like a trial for it. That's a blind guess. Did see that and feel like giving it a go. Yeah, I was watching Foxmar play it a bit, and like it looks like a fun kart racer. Absolutely. If I was more into Sonic or a bunch of those characters, I would totally want to play it. If someone hands me a controller and says, "Hey, we're playing this," I'm playing it. Absolutely. Pugnip's buying a game within reason and not doing something compulsive. I mean, at least your compulsive things aren't that expensive. But also, you are spending a lot of money on games you're not playing. Alright, these pluses go on the outsides. I dabbled in that a little, in buying a whole bunch of cheap games back when Steam sales first started, because Steam would just have like giant deep discounts that went away after a day. So I picked up, before the new XCOM games came out, the new tactical ones, there were 5 old ones for MS-DOS, and one day Steam had all 5 of them on sale for $1, and I'd never heard of XCOM before and didn't look into what they were, but it was 5 games for $1, so I bought it. I have still yet to play them. I looked into what they are. They look complicated as hell, and not something that I would be able to play. Getting through your backlog slow and steady? Great. Okay, that's good. I do still have a giant Steam library of stuff I've never touched. But that's also mostly like buying the Humble Bundle, which comes with 2 games I want and 4 games that I'll never play. Now these go with hooks facing the hoop, like that. Why are these hard to put in? Maybe it's just the way the pieces are spaced. No, it shouldn't matter. I got no idea what's going on. And then after this, I'm putting ramps on the bottom, or curved ramps. He's snapping just fine. I've never heard of Game Station, but I did have a Blockbuster near me. But we never really went there that often. Mostly just ended up playing the console games that I had. I assume Game Station is a UK only store. Alright, now we have to add one of these pulleys to the T's, but in a specific way. So I find the direction that the plus is, and it goes on the top. I'm just going to do that 6 times. Okay, there we go. Now what do we do with these? I put them in this side hole with the ring facing up. Alright, got it. Mini rant time? Sure. About what? Game stores? The wall of Funko at game is so saddening. Oh, hold on. Missed a bunch. Game store is tragic. Would have been less mad if they had gone the casual direction, just been more accessible to like old people, non-gamers, instead of becoming a toy shop. Well, people buy Funkos. I'm not sure why, but they do. Probably the same reason that I buy stuffed animals. So now we're connecting these in a circle, but we want to do it in 2 halves so that we can join everything. There we go. One big circle of circles. Now we have to put cones in every cross, okay? We're not yet at the point where the specific orientation of those Y pieces is relevant, because these cones on rods could have gone in any direction, so it's got to be what's going on the other side of them. Alright, now we have cones. Now take the whole thing and flip it upside down. And add these angled connectors. Ah, this is why it's relevant. So they're all facing slightly inward. There's a story about a woman in her 70s who had trouble with her hands but played through the entire Witcher series because she thought Geralt was hot. That's cool. Alright, I'm adjusting the angle of some of these pieces, the rings, so that everything's nice and symmetrical. Or as symmetrical as I can make it with just my eyes. But that's the end of what's in this bag. And now we get to build a Princess Leia. That's who this is, right? Princess Leia. Oh, there's not a lot in bag 22. All the pieces that are going to roll away are going to go into a box. All of these battleship pegs. Every single one. We have another one of the two-toned hair pieces with elf ears. The hard plastic elf ears and the soft plastic hair. Alright, I think that's all the battleship pegs. Alright, so we have dress, and we can either make you happy or angry. The book says angry, so you're getting angry. This is Arwen. There we go. You have a book. I don't even have to put a sticker on. You just printed right on this piece. It's fantastic. I have no idea what this book is, but I'm sure anyone who knows Lord of the Rings very well is excited that this book exists. It's like a tree. Alright, and then this goes right into here. Now you're holding this gigantic book. Fantastic. Alright, you can join everyone here. I'll put you up here. There you go. That's upside down. Alright, so we're taking this. We're still building on it. Is that not Arwen? I thought it was Arwen. It might be Galad. No, Galadriel has blonde hair. Alright. So we are taking more circles and attaching hooks to them. What the heck is this piece? It's a double claw piece? Yeah, it's a double claw piece. And you're just going to grab the hook. Absolutely. Grab the loop. You get to do that 6 times. this is going to be held to make symmetrical. That looks good. Oh, there's even give with where on here it is. So that's going to be annoying. There we go, that looks right. Now what do I do with these hooks? I grab onto the other rings, and they all kind of meet up near the middle. There's a lot of give with where this can be angled, and I'm not sure I like that. I hope we connect these up at some point. It's not just left loose like this. But it looks like we're not gonna. Alright, so now we add long tusks into here. Okay, so I'm gonna point all of these as far up as I can, because that's at least consistent, and it'll look okay. I think. That is Lego Hugo weaving? No. No, that is a woman. I think it's Arwen, because I think Arwen has a necklace like that. Again, it's upside down. It's super washed out. Come on, get there, get there. There we go. It's also a very low-cut shirt. Don't worry, he's in here somewhere. I have no doubt there's a Mr. Smith, or an Agent Smith in here. But, like, we're only on book 2 of 3, and book 3 is the biggest one. By far. Why is it so hard to get this one in? There we go. Okay, now I've got to rotate all these very slightly so that they all make sense and aren't crooked. Because otherwise this is going to frustrate me. Push all of these up. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna autofocus this side camera for a sec. There we go. Oh, what the hell is this now? Alright, I got 12 of these swirly things. These go into the hooks on bottom. Okay. Okay, so these just clip in and then go as high up as I can make them. That's easy. I've used these swirlies before in the first part of the build. Let me try and pick this up without breaking things. Nope. There we go. In this part back here. There we go. There are two swirlies here. And on the inside of the build, let's see if we can make it visible. Right there, the bed has two swirlies on top of that. And then there's a bookshelf on the bottom level. There's two swirlies down there. But they're all mostly hidden. This one's going to be 12 swirlies on the top of this gazebo that's going to stay outdoors. Vibes to the music? Yeah. Alright, there we go. That looks great. Alright, now I take all these battleship pegs and make some legs. Watching my LotR VOD, purple plasma steak. Maybe plasma steak is that hard. I'm going to do that now. Yeah. How'd that turn out? This is when you say beat it first try and I look like the jerk. Realized you hadn't even reached purple? Oh, okay. I did play some LotR before the balance patch early on. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played LotR, so I don't remember when the balance patch happened, if that was before or after I reached gold on one or two of them. And then these are going to go pegs up into the cones. I play the first 4 to 5 antes without a single joker because they were all garbage. That sucks. Originally developed as a candle, 91 of these elements are white and used. These elements in white are used in the model. Only 4 of them are used as candles, though. Okay. The battleship pegs are apparently candles. Oh, there's more. Oh, right. There are hooks on the bottom here that need things. Alright, so we take all of these and we shove little teeth into them. Like that. God, I love the Mario Odyssey music. It's so good. I love the add Lego lore to the build. Oh, the comments that they're adding to the book. That's not unique to the Rivendell build. I've seen that in other builds. The bonsai tree. Is it the bonsai tree? Yeah, the bonsai tree. There are 2 builds for it, the green build and the white and pink build. The white and pink build uses frogs to simulate tiny little flower buds. And it has a note in there about, you know, how there are 100 and whatever frogs in the build, specifically to you know, it mentions like, yeah, there are 100 and whatever frogs, and this is the first time that we've made them in pink. I haven't been counting these, but I've run out of them, so that's probably it. So now these go on the bottom here. I'm trying to find a way to hold this where I'm not grabbing it by the fragile pieces that will move. It's not easy. Okay, so clip this in and then swing it up. I'd collect pink Lego frogs. Buy the Lego bonsai kit. There are like 100 and something in there. If I remember correctly, that kit's not that expensive. Most Lego icon sets also features little notes. That's good to know. Like, I presume the small little kits, like, actually recently I built this Shy Guy Mario Kart car with paraglider. And this totally didn't have any notes in the book at all, but this was a small kit. Like the chrysanthemum plant, the flower part is made of like 94 banana pieces. Wow. Oh, banana. Alright, there we go. Now this goes on our base. So we're going to line up these 6 holes with those 6 pegs. And as I'm doing it, all the top pieces are flexing and moving around. Everything's down. Now I get to adjust all the little hooks in the middle here. And all the little swirlies on the rings. I mean, they're mostly good. There's tiny little adjustments to make it a little more symmetrical. There we go. Now we can add that bed. Yeah, okay. So in the middle here goes a bed. And I've got these pieces left. So we'll take this 4x2, and we'll give it some blasters. Now it can shoot better. And we turn it upside down and give it side pips on the... Wait, we turn it upside down to give it side pips on the top. Why? Why didn't we just do it from this side? Why couldn't we just do this? Why did we need to turn it upside down? Okay, whatever. And then we give it legs. So now it can walk. And we add a clear barrel to the center. And I've seen this before on the bottom bed in the build. That clear pip's going to be the only thing holding this down. And we do this. We do this 4x2 tile hanging off the edge a little bit. And this 2x2 with a center peg, so that we can have pillows. We do this exactly the same as the other one. And then, oh, we also have to add headrest and footrest, or headboard and footboard. There we go. One bed. And then this goes off center. What are they doing? Look at that thing. And it can't go centered because the center of this thing is this 3x3 square with a gap in the middle, because they had us put a tile there and not a... And then we put it down. Yeah, it definitely goes off center. Which way do we put it down? It's not entirely symmetrical. This side has the step. So then the bed would go away from the step. That does make sense. It frustrates me, but it makes sense. So as you walk in, I guess we have pieces on the stuff on the bottom now, so we can have people standing bedside. So that's good. If we did this centered, we wouldn't have the room for them. You can't see it. There we go. I'm still angling this like it's my old setup, where everything has to be flipped that way. You wouldn't center the bed? Yeah, it's not centered. It's set back one peg. I'm gonna leave it like this, because it does allow for me to put, you know, not Bilbo. Bilbo's got a staff that's kind of big. Allows me to stand Gandalf. Allows me to drop Gandalf. Stand him right here, looking at whoever's in the bed. Kind of like that. Alright, then we take this whole thing. We bring back this part that we haven't seen in a while. I'm going to zoom this way out. Their decision feels right. Yeah, it does. It's a step back from the front steps here. It's just a little weird. So this goes this orientation. Okay, how many pegs is this being held on by? One. This tree's in the way. This is not going down. What are you getting from it? This is being held down by 0 pegs. 0 pips. This is not actually being held in place at all. I guess so you can see the room down there. But like, at least this tower that comes off here is being held on by 4 pips. I mean, it does kind of slot into place, but that's going to fall off way too easily if I'm moving this around. Oh well. There we go. And now we discard Book 2 and bring on Book 3. And we can place 4 figures around here. Were we supposed to put figures? You know what? I am gonna put... Nah, I'm gonna leave all my minifigs separate. Like this for now. If you have, say, a fire alarm go off in the building, you need to grab your incredible, valuable Rivendell Lego set and evacuate. I am not grabbing this in the event of a fire. The plastic can melt. I don't care. I do have a bag of stuff that I grab in the event that I think it's a real fire. This Lego is not going to be in there. Alright. So what time is it? It's 7:30. I should probably go to bed and get ready for work tomorrow, because tomorrow I have to be in the office because my work... Oh, I didn't mention. My work schedule is changing. I have to be in the office on different days than I did before, which means that's why my stream schedule is changing. Point being, the lack of pips is a fire hazard. Yep, that's it. It's a fire hazard. You know, Nintendo could get sued for that. It's not true. I'm gonna angle this way. No. I'm trying to make it so that these leaves collide with the building the least. I think that'll do it. Then the branch this way. There we go. Make sure all of these. Nope. Some of these got turned. There we go. But yeah, that's now 2 of the 3 pieces of this build. Both of the side pieces. If I skip forward, is that going to be... That's cut off there. But... Actually, if I skip to the beginning... There we go. So we've got this side piece now. We've got this side piece over here. We're missing the main building. And you know what? I'm not gonna start it. I kind of want to start it, but I don't want to get through like half a bag and then say, and that's it, I need to go. So we're just gonna do some chatting for a while. How are you, chat? As you can see behind me, today is Labor Day. Today, Monday, September 1st, is Labor Day in the United States, which means a lot of people had the day off. It is a federal holiday. It doesn't mean that every company gives their employees the day off, but they should. How am I? I'm doing well. I had the day off of work today. Labor Day's a day where we celebrate the various labor movements of the United States in the early 1900s, which is primarily why in the US we no longer work 12-hour days, 7 days a week. And I am very grateful to the people who gave their lives to that movement, because a lot of people died in those arguments, in that fight between company and labor. I know you asked first, but there's a delay, so this gives me time to respond. Yeah, that's fine. So mostly people don't work 12 hours a day, 7 days. Well, we used to back in the early 1900s, and then the labor movements said, no, this is bullshit. We deserve time off. We deserve time with our family. We don't want to go work in the coal mines for half the week. And companies were like, no, that's bullshit. If we're paying you, you need to do what we say. And then people started striking for the first time in American history. We had organized labor with people refusing to work because they felt they were being treated unfairly. And companies trying to strong-arm workers into coming back to work, including threatening their lives and their families' lives, and then following through on some of those threats. So the fact that the American labor movement pushed back hard enough and said that's absolute bullshit is something that needs to be celebrated, because people did give their lives for the American labor movement. Yeah. Basically what I'm saying is you should unionize. No matter what field you're in, unions only help workers. They're never a bad thing. I am getting worried about that phone up there. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera. take it away from here. Whoops. My face cam just went all the way. There we go. Oh, that is bulging way more than it used to. Okay, cool. I'm going to... I'm going to get this off camera so you can't see what's going on. I'm going to factory reset this thing, and then I'm going to shove it in a safety bin because the battery is absolutely bulging way more than it was last week. Cool. I'm getting... That used to be flat. So yeah, this needs to be dealt with. I don't know why it happened suddenly, but I'm gonna wipe this thing. There are photos I need to get off of here first. Okay. Well, you know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm gonna end stream, and I'm gonna do that right now. Get photos off of here. Then shut it off forever, or completely wipe it, shut it off forever, and go chuck it in a battery recycling bin. And probably have to pick up another new phone to get another camera. God damn it. What kind of make a phone is... I mean, this phone is like 4 years old. 3 years old. This is a Moto G 2022. Like, it is it is the phone that I just upgraded from. So don't worry about buying it. You can't. It's a Motorola, yeah, but it's a Motorola with a 4-year-old battery, and batteries do go bad. They do start bulging. I guess maybe I screwed up the charging cycle by keeping it plugged in and not in a battery saver mode or something. And for a device that I've been using daily for 3 years, that makes sense. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get everything off this phone, wipe it, and turn it off. I think you actually have one of those. I mean, my new phone's also a Motorola, but like it's a brand new Motorola now. I have. Yep. I have a Pokemon pack I can open. Let's do that. I have to do it to this camera because the other one doesn't work. I'm probably going to end up putting the camera software on this phone and using this as my above. There was a massive lawsuit around that. Remember, companies being told to pay for damages. That was with the Samsung, I think Note 7 or something, but that was a while ago. Alright, I'm going to be opening a Secluded Springs pack. Which I have most of now, but there's... no, wait, I haven't looked at this one yet to see how much I'm missing. Alright, an Inkay, that's not great. Poliwag. Ooh! A 1-star Milotic. That's fancy. Durant. And a shiny Pukumuku. That looks terrible on this camera. Alright, that was a great pack. I should open more packs on stream. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna be it for stream today. Thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you again, Pug, for that $15 donation. I am looking forward to September being a charity month this month. Can I switch over to this camera? Back. Let's do this one. This one? Oh, my music went away. Great. Do I have a scene with music? There we go. Camera's a little different, but it works. Let's just get rid of this stuff because that's not happening right now. One more thing, haven't played any blueprints between streams because you're running out of leads to pursue. You need a new clue, it seems. Well, get some money. Buy a new book. Have you gotten the bookshop yet? Blueprint spoilers, I guess. Alright. Gonna need a cable. Oh, actually, I can do this. That's going to do it for stream. Thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. And if you want to help me out, the best way to do so is by following on Twitch or subscribing on YouTube. Those are the free options. And in thank you for doing so, I will donate some money to charity at the end of this month. 10 cents for each Twitch follower, 10 cents for each YouTube subscriber. And that's not just new subscribers, that's total subscriber number. So look at those numbers at the end of the month. I'll also donate $4 for every Twitch subscriber I have at the end of the month, as well as matching all your donations. If you use the donation widget on Twitch, that's right below this video, I will match 150%, which means if you donate $10, I'll donate $15. And all proceeds are going to the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, because people should be treated humanely, no matter who they are. That's going to do it for stream. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it, and have a good one.